My name is Brian Oyo. I am accountant by profession. I'm currently an artist in many fields. I sing and I do comedy at times.
Back again, as we've always promised you, we bring new people from different industries with different view of how life is. So today I'm with Brian, and he's a victim of depression. So I want him to give us his experience. But then before that, the truth is many youths and maybe many Kenyans, they are worried and they are confused between their future and what's happening right now. Let's say with the situation of COVID-19, they don't know whether their life is moving on well or there's some link missing. And out of maybe some analysis that has been done, that most youths are dying out of depression, and this one cannot be helped. So we are here to understand what is it that's causing this depression and how can we help solve this depression. Now back to Brian. Can you tell us your encounter with depression?
First of all, I'm a victim of depression. I was working with the National Bank of Kenya sometimes back, but after some few months, because we are under contract and the contracts were being renewed each and every year, then suddenly when the COVID-19 came, it affected many parts of the economy. So we had to be laid off, and that's where I started experiencing some real depression in my life.
Yeah, so as you've heard, Brian is a real victim of depression. Now, Brian, this problem is facing many youths outside there. And maybe if I may ask, up to now, do you feel like you've overcome this depression, or is it still affecting you?
Yeah, I think I've used many channels. I went to a psychology therapist, and she gave me some advice on how to overcome it, and I think I'm doing well, because I think number one thing on how to deal with depression is just opening up. I went to her, I opened up to her. I told her my side of the story and how I'm feeling, the areas which I feel that I've been cornered to life, and it's a good experience anyway. So I'm overcoming it.
So you're overcoming it. Now maybe to somebody outside there who cannot afford to maybe visit a therapist or maybe talk to a professional on how to handle depression, which advice would you give them?
I think everybody in life has someone who he or she is free to speak to, and that alone is a way of opening up. So the first thing, just look for any person who you are free. You can share with him anything, and then from there, just speak up. Once you have spoke your heart, that alone cures many things in your life.
Yeah, so as you've heard, Brian have stated clearly that when you feel like something is really pressing you, it's better to speak it out. Sometimes speak out things maybe to our friends, maybe families, but then they end up maybe adding more problems out of what we've told them. So what will you advise somebody like that? Maybe he feels like if I tell my friend this thing or maybe family this thing, instead of giving me solution or providing a solution, they'll make it worse. So which criteria would you advise someone or somebody who's going through the similar problem you're going through to maybe have an approach if he understands the kind of friends he has, maybe family members? Is it advisable to approach strangers or?
I think if you have a family, yeah, that's many people don't have families here outside here, and I think to an extent the people who get frustrated to an extent which we cannot help them. So if you have a family around you and you feel you have some level of depression in your life, I think the first thing you can do, just approach your family members, even though they won't help at the percentage which you want, but at least if you speak out, at least you'll reduce it to some level that you can manage it. Yeah.
Wow. That was very nice, Brian. At least somebody outside there who was going through the similar problem, maybe has a gauge of what can I do maybe to help me reduce this, because you find that most of maybe youths, they keep their problems for themselves.
Some end up using drugs and
very true. Yeah.
But I think if you just speak out.
Yeah. Actually, do you think using drugs can help reduce depression?
It will just postpone the effect, but it won't reduce it.
It won't reduce, right? Yeah, that's very true. So if you're outside there, if you feel like you're not okay, please avoid drugs, because the way Brian has really made it clear, it postponed the effect. Yeah. And remember, something that is postponed,
it becomes even worse.
Come back. Fine. So, Brian, which is the last maybe advice you can give to somebody outside there? The last maybe in a 1 minute sentence.
I think now life has become tough, and every sector of the economy is becoming more and more tough. But we will make it. Now, my advice to the youth is just use any available equipment you have, so that you can maybe get something out of it. But don't just sit there. If you can't make it in any financial or you cannot make it through any organization, if you cannot be employed in any financial institution or anywhere you can get something, just find anything you can do. Share it with your friends. I think from there you can, even a shilling will make a difference in your life. That's the advice I can give the youth.
Wow. Actually, if you eat what Brian has just said, most of your problems will be solved. Yes, Brian, you've told us you're an artist.
Yeah.
Which kind of an artist are you?
I think I'm all-round.
All-round artist.
It's an all-round artist.
Yeah.
Many people think if you're an artist, you either sing or you rap or you do comedy. Yeah, but mine is all-round. I sing. Yeah, I do some comedy here and there. I share some jokes in social media, so it's an all-round thing.
Oh, that's very interesting. Now, Brian, maybe unaweza tuimbia hapa maybe one song.
If I can sing, maybe I'll do a Christian song.
No problem. That's still an artist. Yeah, maybe you can sing for us.
Mungu anasema heshimu wazazi wako na utaishi maisha marefu. Mungu anasema heshimu wazazi wako na utaishi maisha marefu yenye mibaraka na mafanikio. I think
that is very nice.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a talent.
It's a talent.
It's a talent. Why haven't you written some songs and maybe to ski?
I think I'm in the process.
Yeah.
I've visited some studios here and there, and I think in some few.
You have ile sauti uko nayo hata ya sauti sola hivi.
Thank you.
Oh, that's good. Maybe before we wrap up the show, maybe give fans one joke.
Just one joke.
Yeah.
Maybe a joke which I share in my social media platform. Maybe like tangu nizaliwe nimeona kampani ya chumvi wanauza lakini sijaona pali wana advertise. Sasa atujui mtu mwenye
I'm just on advertisement ya
chumvi. Sasa tujui kama wanalipa tax, no, kama hivyo, something like that.
Wow, that was funny enough. Yeah, thank you very much, Brian. Stay tuned for Street Media Group, so we're going to provide you the solution. Yes, depression has been a very big issue, more so this time of the pandemic that we have in the COVID-19 pandemic. But we are up to the task and we ensure that we share our problems, because when we share our problems, we find solutions. For more videos or for more encouraging stories like Brian's, stay tuned and watch more clips on the channel.